Hello YouTube, I want to talk about a Darkheart ticket now. I believe my microphone has had some bugs in the previous videos. I apologize for that. Nice. Thanks for sticking out with me anyway, so I hope it's fixed now. It should be, at least. It was my specific voice filter or a channel that was ripping and made me sound like a robot. I'm not sure if I'll remake the videos or if I'll just keep them as it is. I still think there's some decent material in them. However, go with the Darkheart ticket. This is, I don't know what to say about this key. I actually enjoy it now quite a bit. Took some getting used to, and there are some spiky times. First pull is the last pull. You can definitely struggle on this pull if on a fortified week. On a tyrannical week you shouldn't. You've got Night Claws here, which are gonna jump on people, leaving a bleed, which I think is dispel or heal up to a certain health. I tried checking out most things so I would be perfectly certain on them. Yeah, it's a heal. Gotta heal up above 90% or dispel. The birds do a screech, which I would have thought was an AoE silence, but it's at a target and a specific disorient on that target. So bear does a AoE roar, which stacks, gives debuffs to increase damage taken, so you want to focus that definitely. Watch out for the abominations, just kite them. I think the shit on the ground hurts, and if they reach you they'll melee you. I usually pull these back pretty far because it's a very annoying pull. I'm just trying to tell my team to run. So this pull is 3 different mobs. Spider, which does a poison on someone. When it does the poison, it's not always the spider, by the way. Sometimes it doesn't transform. I'm not too sure what makes them transform or doesn't. Sorry for tanking those frontals, but I was told in my last video that I should not be playing bursting weeks, and I'm pretty sure that's what it means. So the runes, you got 2 casts. 1 disease, which I think just increases your damage taken, but you can reflect it. Despair, so yeah, it's a disease, you can dispel it. Does damage, reduces healing taken. That's what it did. I thought it was, my bad. Reduces healing taken. Reflected for the damage. The spiders does a poison, which goes as an AoE circle. If it times out, you will inflict it on someone else as well. The Razorbeaks does a frontal charge, which stuns for, what was it, 2 seconds or so? You can just position yourself and then bait it to the side. They are bugged, however, so if they seem to move a bit weirdly, don't drag them to other players, because they can still, like, it can be still triggering that charge effect. So better watch out. This is a bit of a crazy area in general. It's cats, it's casters, it's everything. Then we also have Star Shower on these runers, and our Demon Hunter dies here because, well, as he says himself, he's tired. Actually, it's not here that he dies, I'm wrong. That was a different key. Try to reflect the despair. I'm also playing AoE silence here, which is pretty nice. Take that off. Well, other people die from bursting and so forth. Rest them, we go next. We do play the 4 mobs here. We need to wait for rescue anyways, I believe. The way we're gonna skip the bears is gonna be with Heroic Leap, Rescue, and a 3-man mount. These are just the same mobs, right? So they don't matter. We're gonna skip ahead. So that there, over there, can't really see it that great. Here is where you want to land, and as soon as you get here, you want to go to the wall to trigger. And we've got next boss incoming. I'll just chill. Pull him, and then we usually go around in a circle, and you can go probably twice laps if you stay like this. He's got 2 abilities. 1 leap, which goes, I think, on the furthest player. deals physical damage and inflicts a bleed. They have to be healed above 90% or dispelled, and then it jumps back to melee and same bleed, just more initial damage, I believe. Should be the same bleed, but I didn't see one there. And then he does a frontal. When he does his frontal, he begins with swiping. That was a beautiful swipe of me, right? And then he charges. What you can do is you can bait this straight into a wall and the boss doesn't move. For a lot of tanks, I've been told this shit hurts. As a prot warrior though, you don't really give a flying fuck. Still just use your shield walls on this, because you don't need it on anything else. Try to stack with the ads, try to stun them. And cleave them. Then you're fine. So as you can see, for whatever reason he didn't charge anywhere there, but I think he'll get it a better visual of other options later. I'm gonna charge him into this rock now, I think. I'm not sure, we'll see. Yeah, so doesn't go anywhere. It's just a nice small little thing, don't put too much attention on it. That's basically this boss. We'll move forward. So we CC one Dryad here. Take the flowers. And the keepers are doing two things. They're constantly healing the flowers and they also spawn mushrooms. If you step on the mushrooms, deals damage, quite a lot of damage. You can consume them though, like soak them, but be wary to not kill any of your friends because they do a small AoE splash damage as well. The Dryads do poison spears, they'll leap away, and normal spears. Poison spears can be dispelled, and the flowers just melee attack and do the roots on the ground, which root burst, which is the grey area, just don't stand in it. Now we take these. So as long as you have keepers up, you won't kill the flowers, by the way. So we're trying to finish this pull, I believe. Yeah, and then we go keepers when it's almost dead. It's fine like this, let's say. We'll kill the keepers here, then we chain to the Dryad. Over here, the next mobs are a bit annoying after this, so... Oh, try the Dryad, then we finish everything else off. Just gonna skip these, they mean nothing. These mobs do one cast, which is a channel called Tormenting Eye. If the channel finishes, the guy that's being casted on starts running in fear, and the channel itself does deal a lot of damage. I want to try and stop these late, and this is a very good spot for Mass Taunt Silence. They cannot be feared, they're immune to fear for whatever reason, whatever. After that pack, we move past Gnarlroot, get our CDs back up, so we're playing these blobs. Big dude, and we chill. When big dude in, you cannot reflect these, but there's also two different casts. Oh, sorry. He does a frontal, which is bigger than it looks, so watch out. You can reflect these if they cast on you, but there's two different casts. It's Blood Bolt and Blood Metamorphosis. I think Blood Metamorphosis, it means that they transfer back to a big one, maybe. I'm not too sure actually. But don't let it finish its cast, you'll see then. Getting some funnel for enhancement. This boss slaps. It's doing 4 abilities, I think. Jungling Roots, which spawns roots in your positions. Try to stack them up. A frontal, which will use a ticking debuff on you. I usually mitigate that with spell effect, but it's not necessarily needed. And then the grip, which is what really hurts, and he also does a stomp. Only thing is, everything is nature damage apart from the roots, which is physical. So you should be able to spell block the grip, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, I'm still ticking like crazy there. And I think I might have gotten a PS. Nah, no, I didn't. I didn't proc, so spell block, I would say it works. This one I'm getting. I use shield wall early, which is dumb as fuck of me. I use it now or so. Yeah. And I get gripped, so I don't have it for long enough. Meaning I also get PS, which is gonna result in me proccing in a bit. This is probably one of the hardest bosses to tank right now. Oh shit, sorry. Go back to where we were. Getting gripped again, we don't have anything. I didn't even use my demo shout for this or spell effect. I didn't even pot, I just rallied and then I procced, which is fine now. Now when we pass, we take all of these blobs on the boss. And you want to watch out for breath, don't face it on everyone else, and it stays in position so you can bait it and move out. Wall plings, it's just for fun or whatever, it doesn't matter if you get some as long as you get breath. Then he also does downdraft, which knocks you away, so the idea is downdraft knocks you into whelps and so forth, but not that big of a deal. Makes the healer struggle because you also have to be topped for this earth-shaking roar. So that's one thing. That's about this boss. You have to be topped and probably use defensives on 25, it fucking hurts. Fucking hurts, mate. I'm gonna skip past it. Because it's not really that fun of a boss. Playing this chill. Watch out for the Curse of Isolation. I actually don't know specifically what these do yet, so I'm just gonna check it up now. Bolt, obviously. Curse of Isolation inflicts damage to enemies near the cursed target. Is it only near the cursed target? Then you can let that through. But Dread Inferno, that's not good. That shit hurts. And we also have different mobs here in the end. These are not fun. Deadeye blasts like a mother trucker. He makes decoys, hard to keep aggro on, jumps around. The Stalker jumps around, sorry. But this is a horrible pack, so we're skipping that. And this pack can also be if you let the Dread Infernos through, or if you let too many fireballs through on your tank, then he's probably just gonna die. That's a Stalker in this pack. I started a new WoW, that's weird. Let's look at the Stalker, what it specifically does. Dark Hunt, attacking 2 enemies, okay. So it's just damage, but it's random on other people. So if you have time, just play these packs separately, they do hurt. These bats also fucking hurt. Make sure you have Disease Dispel, an Evoker, or Stone Form ready. What you can do is, you can go in, you can stun and reflect. I'm not gonna do that now, because they're not chilling, and I'm losing mine, so I stun. These also have weird breath. I do not get it. I mean, You can reflect them. So what the debuff does is it leeches HP back to the caster, deals a lot of damage, leeches HP back. It's like a fucking truck, but it's very hard to get all 4. I don't think you can. I think it's like capped to being able to get 2 at a time. But you can see I did 6.2 million with spell effect there. Like, what the fuck? But if you have it on you, you want to dispel it, otherwise they're just gonna stay alive. We are invis-potting here. Actually, we're not. We are using Fear Sigil, and he's a night elf, so we just run past and he melds. Then we go boss. This boss hurts like a truck. Tank him in this corner because in general there will be less bolts here, and whenever he gets a ball on himself he gets buffed with I think 5% damage per stack. And it doesn't drop stacks until he hasn't gotten a ball hit on him past 10 seconds. You have 2 things where you care about here: Waking Nightmare and Growing Paranoia. That avatar was fucking close, look at that. I move it at 0.4. So with Growing Paranoia, you want to stay away from other people, otherwise you get feared. If you hit them, you get feared, it removes the debuff. So eventually, situationally, you could get feared to remove it. The Waking Nightmare, you need a friend to help you in your fucking tormented dreams. So you have to stand near a friend or you're silenced, can't do shit. At 50% it goes into phase 2. It does pretty massive AoE damage. You usually use Zephyr. I think we're also using Dome for it, possibly. No, we just use Zephyr. No, these are the swirlies. You don't want the boss in. You can see his stacks growing up to the right. Currently got 1, it's getting 2. He does channels on people, these hurt. Like Feed on the Weak is what is fucking hurting like a truck. You can see how her HP spikes on the healer. This is with Pain Zap. Also 1.5 times speed, but Nightmare bolts, so dodge them, try to get the boss to avoid him, especially if he is at high stacks. For whatever reason, he's at 10 stacks now, even if I actually tried to dodge them. See? So, things are gonna hurt. There's also a tank debuff, which is Festering Rip, which does what exactly? Getting taken by 15% and deals some damage, so it's not that bad. It's Stormform at worst case. Alright, thanks for watching.